In this video, I'm going to share with you how to speak effectively in front of an audience. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jacob Lethbridge, and on this channel we focus on mindset, confidence, and success to help you live your life to the fullest so that together we can change the world for the better. If you're new to this channel, consider hitting that subscribe button for more great content just like this. And if you're really excited, hit that notification bell so you can be notified each time I make a new video. So let's jump into the content. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to overcome stage fright and how to build a speech that will engage your viewers. So let's get right into it. Public speaking is listed as one of the top 10 fears in the world. But what's so scary about it? I think a lot of people have the fear of stage fright because they're afraid of what other people are going to think of them. I know I was like this for a really long time, and it stemmed from when I was a child. I would get up on stage or do the class presentation and give a speech to everyone, and people would laugh at me. People would make fun of my presentations because it wasn't cool, or maybe I mispronounced something. But here's the thing. Over time, you start to get used to what you don't like doing. So when you give a presentation, you need to go up there with the confidence to say, okay, today I am going to empower somebody's life, and I'm going to change somebody's life for the better. That's what I think anyway. But let me share a little bit more about how I overcame my stage fright. So it wasn't until about 4 years ago that I actually overcame my fear of public speaking. And when I first started, I joined Toastmasters. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of this or not, but Toastmasters is a fantastic organization that helps people overcome that fear of public speaking and gives them the tools and the tips and a safe environment to help you grow. My club is the Dundas Valley Toastmasters Club. And in that club, our motto is laughing and learning. Now, through this club, I first started out as someone who would grab the paper and I would stand there. I had dry mouth. I was petrified. I wouldn't even look at them. I just stood there and held the paper and started shaking. But I read the words. And that was a great first step. I was terrified. I was so afraid to get up there and get made fun of. But something happened after I gave my speech. They all applauded, and then they gave me words of encouragement. Did I mess up my first time? Of course I did. Everyone messes up their first time. No one is born a phenomenal speaker, and just like that, they're speaking to tens of thousands of people. To become good at anything that you're bad at, you have to practice. And to overcome fear, I always say you have to face the fear and do it anyway. If you want to be an effective speaker, if you want to overcome stage fright, you have to do the thing that you're afraid of. You have to get up on that stage and you have to present. Now, one of the hardest things that I ever did was get up on the stage for a contest in Toastmasters. My very first contest, I was only a new member, about 2 months in. And my mentor, Tony, he told me, go for it. What's the worst that can happen? You don't win? And that really sparked something in my head. He said, the only way you're going to ever get better as a speaker, as a Toastmaster, as someone who wants to give presentations, is to get up there, put yourself out there, and give that presentation. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, but I'm too afraid to get up there. Well, my advice to you is that feel the fear and do it anyway. Once you do it, you've pushed yourself through that wall holding you back. Even if it's brick by brick, each time you do it, you will feel more confident. Each time that you give a presentation, it doesn't matter if it's even to your mom in the living room, or to your daughter, or to your son, or to your spouse, just get up there and present. If this is something you really want to do, you will not let fear get in the way. Now, I really want to emphasize that. The fear that people have is the fear of other people's opinions. Now, when you get up on stage, it doesn't matter what they think about you. What matters is that you are delivering content that you believe is helpful for them. That's what I think. Every time I go up on stage, I get so excited to get up there, grab the microphone or get laced up with the microphone and go out there, look at the people and say, okay, today I'm going to empower somebody. I'm going to make a difference in their life today. And are there going to be people that don't like my presentation? Sure, that's a part of life, but I don't focus on them. I focus on the people I'm there to help. Now, what really helped me after going through the contest phase was that my wife was there. I could look at her, or if she wasn't there, I could look at my mentor, Tony, and I would just pretend that I was giving the speech only to them, only to my wife or only to Tony. Because when you have that even one person that believes in you in the audience, it's a game changer. If you have that person who's going to be there for you, who's going to support you, no matter what, you're going to go up there with more confidence and you're going to go up there with a new invigoration, with more energy, with more joy and less fear. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to practice overcoming fear. I want you to give a 2-minute presentation to your spouse or to your child or even to yourself in the mirror. Just get yourself used to putting yourself out there. Now, in the next part of this video, I'm going to share with you how to construct a speech. I'm going to share it with you so that you can make the basis of a speech and go out there and present it. So in this section of the video, I want to focus on how you can construct a speech that you can deliver to people. Now, this is a basic 5-minute speech, but feel free to adjust it however you like and really make that your own. So let's jump into the technique. It's called the hamburger technique. So basically, you look at the hamburger, you have your top bun, which is your introduction. Then you have everything in the middle, so your body, so you have the lettuce, which is, your first point. You have the condiments, which is your second point. And then you have the hamburger, which is your main final point. And then on the bottom, you have your bun, which is your conclusion. So when you focus on your introduction, it's usually the thing that I like to write last because I want to see how my main speech is going to turn out in the middle parts before I write my amazing introduction with the hook. So when you write your main points, okay, so now we're into the middle of the burger, okay? When you focus on your middle points, you want to have 3 main points. People are more likely to pay attention if you only have 3 main points that you talk about. So let's say you're someone who wants to make a YouTube tutorial. You want to talk about how do I make a YouTube video? Well, in your first main point of your body, you can say the equipment that you need. Okay? So what equipment do you need for your YouTube video? The second point could be how to set up that equipment. And the third point could be finding your topic. Something basic like that. Now, after you have your main points, you can circle around and go back to your introduction. So you can say something like, hey everyone, in today's video, we're going to focus on how you can make an effective YouTube video using 3 tips. See, it hooks you. What are the 3 tips? How can, it makes you want to listen more to the presentation. And you'll notice that a lot of YouTubers do this kind of thing. I even do it in the beginning of my video. So if you want to make an effective presentation, focus on your body. What do you want to talk about most? And in that section, you're looking to make it about maybe 3 to 4 minutes long. Your introduction and your conclusion should only be about 30 seconds each, just long enough to hook the person that you're giving the presentation to. So in the end, now we're focusing on the bottom part of the hamburger. In the end, you want to focus on summarizing what you just told them. So basically, in any presentation you want to do, you want to tell them what you're going to tell them. That's your introduction. Tell them, which is your body, and then tell them what you told them. So from there, you can summarize everything that you just told them. So you can tell them from that point what you told them in your main presentation. So if we go back to the YouTube example, you can say, all right, so now you know what equipment to use, how to set it up, and how to make that first YouTube video. And then that way it sums everything up together and gives them exactly what they're looking for. It kind of gives them that little snippet at the end to say, okay, yeah, I remember that point now. So that's how essentially you make a presentation. I want you to really focus on, if you're trying to overcome your fears, I want you to focus on feeling that fear and doing it anyway. Push through that barrier, even if it's brick by brick. I want you to really focus on service when you're giving that presentation. And I want you to focus on who can I help and how can I help them today? And make sure you find that person in the audience that you can connect with when you're making that presentation. That will make everything go so much smoother. When you're ready to make your presentation, focus on the hamburger method. Start with your introduction, the body, and the end. Make it like a sandwich. Make it like a hamburger, and focus on giving them value. So focus on your 3 main points for your body, loop around back to the top of the bun, and make sure it hooks them with your 3 main points, and then finish off by summarizing what you just told them. So tell them that you're going to tell them something, tell them, and then tell them what you told them. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and comment below your thoughts on this video. What can I do to make it better? How can I better serve you? I'd love to hear your responses, and I'd love to interact with you. So that's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.